Just when you thought we were just in the peak of pumpkin season, we are now in Christmas seasonal creep. These are the new Pringles that have, they're not out quite yet. They're coming soon. So we have sugar cookie, salted caramel, and pecan pie. A few new Christmas or holiday themed flavors that, despite whether or not you want them, they are coming just for you because we're getting sweet chips now. Even though it's up to debate whether or not Pringles are actually a chip. This came up earlier this season because a Patriots player started comparing Patriots to being like each being like a different flavor of chip, and then made a joke about the NFL commissioner that everyone hates being more like a Pringle. And the company themselves say that they are not a chip, although comparing Roger Goodell to a Pringle is probably the meanest thing someone's ever said about Pringles. Although after eating these, it might get meaner because we've been trying these and people aren't particularly jazzed about them. So we had the salted caramel guys last year, and it's kind of normal looking chip, but it's got a little bit of sweetness to it, but not that much. It's still salty like a Pringle tends to be. It has a little bit of sugar on it. It's not glazed or anything. It's just a normal chip with a little dusting of sugary stuff on it. It doesn't taste that strong. The caramel flavor is not that great. So it's not the best chip. It's good for binging if you just want to stuff some like chip things in your face without worrying about getting tired of the flavor, because it just kind of tastes like a little sweet Pringle. The pecan pie tastes pretty much like the salted caramel chip. The difference is, and I'll try to find a good example, is that these are just kind of like pale, plain chips, and these guys, they have these little, sometimes you hit these little like gold mines of actual flavor. It's like the pecan pie dust right here. If you hit those, you get a little bit more of the flavor. It's basically the same like brown sugar flavor that the caramel is going for. So these kind of taste like the same thing, but every now and then you got a pecan pie chip that has a little stronger flavor. So if you're looking for a sweet, caramelly, brown sugary dessert Pringle, I guess I'd go with these. And then there are the sugar cookies, which are the best of the three. They actually look kind of similar to the caramel, a little paler. The best way I can describe these, because I was trying them earlier, was they taste kind of like a toaster strudel. You know, the actual crust of the toaster strudel, without as much flavor. It's just kind of like the aftertaste of eating a toaster strudel in Pringle form. And they don't have a whole ton of flavor in them. None of these are particularly great, but they're not terrible. They're eatable, but if I was going to rank these in vertical ranking form, I'd definitely put the sugar cookie guys up top because they're the most consistent, and they have the flavor that is least weird. It's kind of like it's not really a potato chip flavor anymore. It's more of it's like a light crispy, like a pastry dough sort of thing. That's maybe what they're going for, but I don't know if it was. I wouldn't say it's exactly like a sugar cookie. It's got a little bit of that mellow sweetness to it, but it's as close to a decent tasting thing as these things have. We had a similar lineup of weird Pringles flavors last year, with a bunch of them getting knocked out. There were the chocolate ones and the white chocolate ones. As you can see, they're not here because those were super weird, and I'm very glad they're coming back. There are also like cinnamon sugar tortilla ones that weren't really part of the holiday lineup, but those aren't here. So these are the three that are here. As far as I am aware, they're like different exclusives at different places. These were sent to us by a PR firm through Pringles themselves, so we got all three together. I believe the sugar cookie ones are Walmart exclusive. You can get the other two somewhere else, but Walmart for the least weird cookies. They also got these like cool wintry designs with mittens and stuff on it, like a because ugly sweaters are in vogue these days with the youths getting all hipstery with their holiday-themed events. And Pringles is cashing in on that, I guess. But, yeah. I'm not exactly sure when these are going to be hitting stores. Probably at the beginning of November from what I read. So if you're already dreading seasonal creep for Christmas, it's just completely blown past Thanksgiving now, and it's now dominating November. So we're at the point where we're getting pumpkin stuff in mid-July and sugar cookie stuff in early to mid-November. The holidays are coming for us